coins, and we've got everything for you tonight, so I know you're gonna love the show. It's always big news when something happens with changing the design of a coin, so I know you're gonna love all the items that we have coming up. So let me introduce our resident numismatist. He's been on air here for decade upon decade. Mr. Mike Mezak standing by via the telephone. Hello, Mike, how you doing tonight?
Good, how are you? 2 decades of experience and I'm only 35.
Well, actually over 2 decades here at HSN and more decades elsewhere. But, you know, I didn't want to, I have over a half a century of experience in television. How about that? I started very young.
Right.
Well, we've got so many exciting things, Mike. This really is kind of the year for coin collecting. Starting out with our first item for 2021. That's right. We're only a few weeks into the year, and we have got the 2021 MS-70 Perfect Condition Annex, which is the grading company, San Francisco Mint, and and the W Mint first day of issue, big deal. Limited edition, big deal. 2021, that's how many are made of the Silver Eagles for $249.95 and 3 flex pay of $83.32. It really is a great year to be a collector, Mike.
I'm telling you, it is going to be the single most significant year that the United States Mint has ever had in terms of production, in terms of changes, in terms of collectability. Already the problem is they've proven that they simply, absolutely, positively cannot keep up with demand already, and we're basically 3 weeks into the year.
Yeah.
This coin right here is emblematic of that. This coin right here is the whole deal about that. So what you're looking at is probably our very last primetime presentation of this particular coin set. So I have to do a quick kind of a brief background. The United States Mint in 2019 decides they're going to change the design of the American Silver Eagle. You're like, they change coins all the time. Actually, they don't. The United States Mint is actually loath to change the design of coins. The United States Silver Eagle has looked like this since it was very first released in 1986. They are changing it in 2021. And by law, they can't change it again for another 25 years. So it's literally going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This design change, the most popularly collected silver coin in the world. When the United States government originally did this, we all assumed that the design change would be coming at the beginning of 2021. But 2020 got in the middle of that, so to speak, between 2019 and 2021, and that changed everything. They had to shut down the San Francisco Mint and the West Point Mint, and the Philadelphia Mint was working with, skeleton crews. They simply have not been able to keep up with the coins. So what they said is they will continue the old design, the legacy design, this transition design that you see right here. They're going to keep that for the first 6 months of the year. And then in about June, July, or August, I'm guessing July, right around Independence Day, they will release the new design. Mm-hmm. Well, here's the problem with that. Already, this has proven this in this first 4 weeks of the year. This coin, the old design, the Type 1, the heraldic eagle, has already proven to be the most popular silver eagle in the history of the United States government. They have sold out every coin, in essence, they've already released. They're frantically trying to keep up with demand, understanding that within about 60 days, they have to start making the Type 2s, so there's no way to keep up. So what they did is they asked, and the West Point Mint makes all the American Mint State Silver Eagles usually, they asked the San Francisco Mint if they could jump in and help out, do an emergency production, if you will. And they've done that a few times, and so they did. That sold out immediately, instantaneously, and it is completely and totally spoken for. The S, emergency production, which is one of the 2 coins that you get right here, the S, emergency production, is going to be, I think, one of the most significant coins out there, because they're not going to keep making that. That was a one-time deal. Even the West Point Mint, the other coin in this pair, they're simply, absolutely, positively not going to be able to keep up with. Both of these coins, the S Mint is already on fire. It is already selling at record rates beyond anything else, as is the West Point Mint. It's the last coin that will be made with this Type 1 or heraldic eagle design, and you get both of them.
Yeah, whenever you bring in another mint to do a coin, that mint, I mean, that's going to be right there. Everybody's going to want that, Mike.
They have to have that.
Yeah, have to have it.
And it's very unusual for them to do that. And understand, traditionally by this time of year, we've released the Proof Silver Eagle. We've released the Congratulations Eagle. As we stand here today, these are the only two coins that the United States government has made in the Silver Eagle series so far this year. They are so far behind that they have delayed the release of the Proof American Silver Eagle at least until February. They are so far behind, they absolutely positively can't keep up in any way, shape, or form. So what we have here is the last of the heraldic eagles mint state, one from the San Francisco Mint, which is far rarer than the West Point Mint, and one from the West Point Mint, which is the regular coin, which is already, look, if you're not buying from a trusted source, people are taking orders for these coins that they will never be able to deliver. I can tell you that right now, because there is far more demand than what there is ever going to be supplied. So remember, the United States government is only making this coin for 6 months. If they made it for 16 months, they wouldn't have enough coins. It's just that simple. This will be in shortage forever. And then when they release the Type 2, that's just going to be insanity when they release the Type 2.
And I remember this time last year, we were like, okay, this is the last year that you're going to have this design. We had no idea the year would change to the new calendar year, and there'd be this little sliver of time where they're going to make the old design in the same year that they make the new design, which I don't know if that's ever happened.
Because of the pandemic, they just couldn't keep up.
Really, the collectability of this is extraordinary. And just to be clear, you're getting both of them. You're not choosing, you're getting both of them that Mike has curated for you.
Now, here's the secondary part of this. You get both coins. They're both graded absolutely perfect in State 70. They're both first day of issue. Annex first day of issue is exclusive to us here at HSN. And there are 2021 match-numbered pairs. Here's what the issue is. This will be, I think, the final primetime presentation of these two coins, and here is why. I have fewer than 800 pairs remaining. I have fewer than 800 pairs remaining. When I had just the West Point minted coin as our today's special, I think the HSN price was $139.95. We sold 13,500 by noon, by lunch. I've only got 2,000 of the pairs, and this one includes the phenomenally rare and increasingly collectible S-Mint, or San Francisco Mint. So these are the only two mint state coins that the United States Mint is going to make in this last series, in this legacy series, this transition coin, if you will. And you get the pair, and you get them right now. So I'm under 800 in the entire edition. Once that sells out, that's it. It's done. It's gone. It's over. They said we're well under 800, so we're 60, almost 70% sold out. I'm sure we're extraordinarily busy on the phones right now, and I know we are on hsn.com because these are the only two coins that they're going to make.
Yeah, and that's it. That's it. And it's not like you'll be able to go, it's not like even with all your connections, you'll be able to go to the mint and say, hey, can I have more? They're not going to make any more, right?
No, and they don't even sell them directly to me. I have to buy these through a series of what are called authorized purchasers. There's only 12. The mint does not sell the mint state coins directly to the public or to dealers. They have to go through a very, very special, what's called authorized purchasers. There's only 12 in the United States. They are allocating how many coins people can get. So let's say they get 100 coins. Each guy can only get 5 or 10 or 15. Now, you have to add some zeros to that. But the fact of the matter is demand is swamping supply. So you understand, we're out of it now. You're going, well, they've only been making it for a month. They've already been making it for 3 months. They started in November, October of last year to be able to make this coin to keep up with demand. And because the Type 2 is going to be 2 or 3 or even 4 times more popular than this coin, they have to start making that in April. Okay? They have to start making that in April is what they're going to have to do. So we are perilously close to them not making any more of the West Point minute coins. The San Francisco was a one and done. And that's why it's sold out so fast. And that's right now the limiting factor. We've spent literally millions and millions and millions of dollars to try our very best to get enough coins to sell everybody. And as well, we've sold every single Silver Eagle that we have has been insanely popular. If I had twice this many sets, I could sell every single solitary one of them. And if you could, Ellen, show them the fantastic box that it comes in as well. Match numbered, perfect, first day of issue, 100% exclusive to us here at HSN, so it's a guaranteed lowest price, and it comes with a spectacular presentation case.
Right, and there's a spot for the other coin. And by the way, just to be clear, I know people that are calling in or have been asking our representative, you are getting both of them. You're not choosing if you're getting the West Point or the San Francisco, because they're like, oh, that's gotta be way more expensive to get the San Francisco. You're getting both of them for the $249.95. You are getting like this beautiful velvet box, something that you would see like if you're getting a gorgeous piece of jewelry. I mean, that's how valuable. And speaking of jewelry and precious metals, a lot of people are reconsidering how they want to keep their investments and things like that. And coin collecting, it's not like, oh, well, that's not really doing so great right about now. It is going insane right now. The entire, it's always been, very, very strong in the United States of America. But right about now, it has never been more popular than it's been right now. Right, Mike?
Well, I've been in this business my entire adult life. It's sadly my only skill.
Okay, what's a good
happily,
skill?
it's my only passion in terms of collecting as well. And so what I've seen is over the course of the decades and decades, over a half century of being involved in the coin market, I've never seen demand that I've seen right here, and that's before the Type 2 comes out. Now, once that Type 2 comes out, folks, once the Type 2 comes out, it's a whole different equation. Right now, you have to get in line. I mean, it is, because I've been doing business with these guys for 20 years, that I'm even close to getting any of the coins that I want. I can't buy enough coins, but I'm as close as anybody out there, which is why we have the quantities that we have. It's because of the tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars we've spent with them in the past. That's how I got the S-minted part of this. So the S was an emergency edition. Now, keep in mind, people are asking me, so how much rarer is the S-mint going to be? I'm guessing somewhere between 25 and 50 times rarer than the W.
Right, and you get both. I can't say that enough, Mike. By the way, we've gone nuts on the phone lines. Everybody is rushing to get this. I mean, this is the big primetime presentation. I don't know if you guys are ever going to see this again. You're getting the San Francisco and the West Point of the 2021, the Silver Eagles that are in the legacy design.
The very last one that we call it Type 1 heraldic design is what we do. Now, I want to put something into perspective, okay? So the S-mint's going to be, let's call it 25 times rarer than the W-mint. You get both. The W-mint, if you remember, the W-mint, our HSN price for just the W-mint on the today's special was $139.95. Okay? And we're including the far rarer S-mint. You think, okay, just double
that's crazy. That's crazy. It should be the opposite and then some.
Right. And so what we've done is we've priced this very aggressively for an exclusive, absolutely perfect pair. It's also match numbered. So the set, you're going to get set, 500, 600, whatever it is. The problem that we have right now is I'm well under 700 sets. I'm well under 700 sets. And with everybody on the phone, I'm guessing I'm under 600, under 500, under 400. I can almost 100% guarantee this is going to be my final primetime presentation. And it's not like, okay, then, we'll bring out another first day of issue.
Right.
That's it.
That's it. There's not 5 first days of issue. There's only one. And this is it.
And it's like, for instance, when we sold out the TF. So I sold out the 2021 West Point Minted first day of issue American Silver Eagle, the single coin. I sold it out in 2020. I don't even get to sell one in 2021, okay, by itself, a single West Point mint. So now I put this pair together, and I wanted to do like 8,000 pairs. I can't get the coins.
Yeah.
Because not only do I have to get the coins, but then I have to have them certified, and I have to have them graded, and they have to be perfect. Now, understand what that means. Because in coin collecting, as in any collecting, the single most important determining factor of value is what? It's condition.
Yep.
The higher the grade, the more it's worth. So like, for instance, the first year of issue, this is the last year of issue, the first year of issue, 1986, in a mint state 69, just one grade, because 70 is perfect. That's what this coin is. The first coin in mint state 69, I think I sell for actually about $179 now. It used to be less, but everybody, since that's the first coin, everybody's going to that. But in mint state 70, it's $800. Okay, that's the difference between mint state 69 and mint state 70, and what you get here is two absolutely, positively perfect coins, a perfect pair. Now remember, the government was supposed to already release the proof coin, and the West Point Minted proof coin, and the congratulations proof eagle. All of that's been delayed.
Yeah.
They were supposed to release that the first week of January. They can't keep up with the demand for this. The San Francisco Mint had to kick in, maybe 4 or 5% extra just for the hope that they're doing this. Now, they're only doing this for 6 months.
Oh, my.
What happens when the Type 2s come out? You have to own the first ones.
You get both.
They're going to switch over.
By the way, Mike, more people have bought this coin than we have even anticipated, and we anticipated that a lot of people would buy them, Mike.
Right. Well, I mean, when you look at it, it's a perfect pair in more ways than one. It's certified perfect. Like I said, in coin collecting, you want to buy the best grade, and these are certified perfect.
Exactly.
But in terms of what's happening in the numismatic market, the fact that we're changing, that we're changing over to a new design in 2021, and it's going to be in July, you have to have this pair before you get ready for the Type 2. So you have to have this. And because they've delayed everything else, the United States government has made 2 Silver Eagles this year so far. Normally by now they've made 4 or 5 or 6. They've made 2, and one of them is just a tiny little just tranche of extra coins made at the San Francisco Mint because the West Point Mint is so woefully behind in production. It's critical for you to understand that the most important part about this is I have got these coins ready to go. You're not buying something that I'm hoping I'm going to get, or you're hoping you're going to get.
Right, you're securing it.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed, perfect condition. You're getting both. You're getting both. And I know people are like, wait a minute, for $249.95, am I choosing? You're getting the San Francisco Mint and the West Point Mint. You're getting both of them, and this is the final quantity, the final opportunity. The item number to order is on your screen. You can call the number on your screen to order. You are getting that beautiful velvet box for putting both your coins. I only have 1 coin in here, but you're getting both coins. I could take it there and put it in here. You're getting both coins, but keep shopping. It's $750,199. I will let you know if this sells out during the show, but right now we still have a few left, so you guys can keep shopping for this.
Yeah, they're going very, very quickly. I know we went a little over on this in terms of time, but I think it's such an important coin. We'll squeeze something someplace else because once this sells out, you don't get another opportunity at this. Okay? You don't get another opportunity. Once this is gone, and there's 2,021 sets available exclusively from us here at HSN, we're now down to, with everybody on the phone, I would guess we have 30 dozen sets left. 30 dozen sets is all that remains.
Mike, I can't do math fast enough to know what 30 dozen means. You're amazing. You're like a savant at math and knowing what that is. I'm in my head going, now what's 30 times 12? All right. I'm embarrassing myself, but everything I know from coins, I learned from you. All I know is this is my producer's telling me crazy popular. We've sold more than we anticipated. If you guys call in now, you'll be able to get in on it for sure. Now, coming up in our second hour, this is like one of those exclusive, sometimes like something like this will be on hsn.com for like a minute. Collectors will buy it. So I'm giving you guys the opportunity at home, and I know this isn't for everybody. 2021 perfect condition MS70 from Annex, first day of issue, limited edition of 21. I actually only have 16 left of the gold buffalo coin. It's a $50 gold buffalo coin, $3,899.99, and I do have this on VIP financing. So if you purchase this with the HSN card, you get an entire year to pay it off with no interest, no fees. Again, if you purchase this with the HSN card, you have an entire year to pay it off with no interest and no fees. So I know Mike could do the math in his head, that divided by 12. I cannot. I know my producer will probably do it for me.
We will spell this out because I have some stories for this too. Imagine that.
Yeah, there was only 16,
hour,
1 6.
Sure.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure. Okay. So let's jump into our next item, which is the 2021 MS70 Perfect Condition NGC, which is the grading company, San Francisco Mint Emergency Silver Eagle, and this has an auto ship component to it.
Well, so in the last one you had the pair, you had the S and the W.
Yeah.
Right? This is the S component, just the S component of 2021. I can't even tell you what I had to do in terms of commitments that we had to make to ensure that I could bring this out for this show. Okay, because the S mints are gone. The S mints are already bringing premiums, huge premiums in the marketplace. The premium for the S mint over the W mint right now is almost 100% for the premium that you have to pay. So I've got the S emergency issue here at $109.95, an absolutely perfect 70. Mint State 70. It's in my exclusive, this is my exclusive Liberty Design holder with NGC. Nobody else can sell this but my company.
Which is, by the way, my favorite holder that you guys have ever done. I think it's gorgeous.
Isn't it gorgeous?
It's spectacular.
Now here's the auto ship component. And there's just a little bit of a thing with this. The United States Mint has said that they will release a San Francisco Type 2 Mint State coin. Okay? They said that they will. And if they do, you get it. Okay? Now, they've lived up to their word for several years now, but it is the United States government. Okay? So
we're not promising anything.
But here's the important part of that. And I alluded to this when we were selling the last set. When the popularity of this has been like anything I've ever seen in the coin market. It's not even close. The Type 2 is going to triple that. Yeah. I'm anticipating that the Type 2 coin is going to be unlike anything that I have ever seen in numismatic history. It will be, people say, well, what about when the Silver Eagle first came out? It was no big deal. They made like 7 million coins. That's going to be the first day's sales of the Type 2. When the media gets in a hold of this coin is just like the last coin that you see right here, this one. This is kind of just a coin collector coin. You know, the last one in the series, the Type 1 Heraldic Eagle. And if you look at the label, you'll see where it says T1 means Type 1 Heraldic Eagle is how they're determining the reverse on this. The reverse will change in the secondary in the coin that comes in July.
Right, that's what's changing.
It'll be Eagle in flight. It'll be spectacular, okay? And so what you get is you get this is the emergency issue coin that we've talked about, okay? This is the emergency issue coin. So this isn't just the last Silver Eagle being made by the United States government. It is that little tiny sliver of coins that were made by the San Francisco Mint to help the West Point Mint out. Let me explain to you how we know that, how we can tell that. You have there on the table like a green box, okay, a big green box. The United States government does not sell these directly to the United States public. They sell them in these boxes of 500, what we call green monster boxes. And so when they said they were doing the San Francisco coins as an addition, as an emergency production to help the West Point Mint, they gave us the box numbers of the San Francisco coins. So we were able to segregate those coins out. And then those coins, those boxes with the original mint seals have to go to the grading company. Because the grading company has to open those up so they can establish the provenance of this coin being made at the San Francisco Mint. If you open that box and it's not at the grading company, those coins are they're homogeneous with all the other coins, and so you just absolutely can't tell. So you've got to buy from someone who literally buys them thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands at a time, so that you can even be guaranteed that they're the San Francisco Mint emergency coin, of the very last coin in the entire series of the United States Mint. And as you said, in this incredibly exclusive holder that we have right here, and then with the auto ship of when that Type 2 is released, when they do a San Francisco Mint, they said they're going to, you'll get that coin. You will already be in line.
Can you imagine?
Do you think there's a line to get in right now?
I can't even think about it. Because it's not only the new design, it's at the San Francisco Mint, the emergency mint. I mean, that's going to be a tough coin to get if you don't get that auto ship. I can't even imagine how you'd be able to get it.
We're already trying to take care of that. It's already a headache for me, and it's still months away from release. We also have a picture there of what the design's going to look like.
Right here, yes. This is revealing the new design right here.
Together.
Exciting.
Isn't that spectacular?
It's gorgeous. We didn't know. I remember what you and I were guessing, and you actually thought this was what they were going to end. I know it was down to a couple things. Do you know who the artist is for the new design?
Yeah, no, I don't know off the top of my head. Thanks. I don't know that. I knew the old one.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, I think they'll, obviously when it's launched, all that information will be released, but it's exciting and absolutely gorgeous. I love the idea of the in-flight that they chose that. I don't know who's in charge of picking it either.
Yeah, actually there's a thing called a Citizens Advisory Committee, the CAC. And it's a citizens board that gets presented all the designs, and then they decide which design to pick.
That's interesting.
That they do. So Americans get to pick the design on American coins. The Citizens Advisory Committee.
That's really cool. I didn't know that, and we've been doing coins for many years. That's really interesting. Well, I think one of the reasons is we haven't changed a design for the U.S. Mint in the decade we've been working together. So that's probably why.
Right. Now, here's the other issue. Like I said, these coins are also selling extraordinarily well. And as important as it is to get this coin, because it's the last of the series, you have to own this. So it's like, they're changing the American Silver Eagle, the most popularly collected silver coin in the world. So it's like the king is dead. Type 2 coming out, long live the king. Yeah. Is what we've got as we go into the second one. And as this builds, as we get closer to the Type 2, demand for this coin is only going to intensify. It is going to reach a fever pitch.
Oh, yeah.
By July. When you get in on this coin right now, you don't have to worry about that. You will be guaranteed the Type 2 coin. You will be guaranteed the Type 2 San Francisco Emergency Silver Eagle in the Type 2. If for some reason the United States government doesn't make that, well, we can't ship you a coin that doesn't exist.
Yes,
okay?
That is 100% true.
Yeah, right. We don't charge you until it gets ready to ship anyway. You know what I'm saying? So none of those things are going to affect anything. But, I believe 95% is the chance of them making it, probably 98%. You want to be in that line right now. That line is going to be that long.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Oh, I can't even imagine. The general public won't be able to get their hands on it.
Here in Tampa Bay.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Yeah, we were just talking about that before the show. This is, unless you're on the inside, you will not be able to get that. But that's really what this coin show is all about with Mike. This is the inside. You are watching the inside right now, because what Mike has done is he's going to secure it for you and then make sure you get it. Now, if you're not watching right now, we have other coin collectors or people who are fans of the show. Maybe they're going to watch the next show in a few months. They won't be able to get it. It's like one of these if you happen to be watching right now, right, Mike?
Yeah, and there's no doubt about that. And like I said, HSN.com, a great place to go. I know the phones are pretty busy right now, and that's to be expected. But I really want to go back to the historic significance of this coin.
Yeah.
I can't understate this, I don't think. President Ronald Reagan signed the Liberty Coin Act into law in 1985. Okay, in 1985. When they released the first American Silver Eagle in 1986, it looked exactly like this. Exactly like this. And it's looked like that every single solitary year from 1986 until 2021. Well, the first 6 months of 2021, okay? The first 6 months of 2021. and then they're going to change it. Now, by law, they cannot change it again for at least a minimum of 25 years. So you have to understand, this will be my one and only opportunity to sell a Silver Eagle design change on HSN. While I have been here for a couple of decades, 25 years from now, I will not be on HSN selling coins.
You will,
okay?
you will be relaxing somewhere.
That is my promise. Okay.
Okay.
I simply won't be. And so that's why you really want to get in on this and take advantage of this now. So it comes down to, certainly for me, a once in a lifetime opportunity. That is how significant this is. And the market is starting to reflect that. The demand has started. I mean, it's higher than anything I've ever seen. And I think it's just the beginning.
Oh, I agree 100%.
The beginning of the frenzy.
Oh, I think, you know, because it reminds me of when they did that sort of treasure hunt. It was like we were talking about it on air here, and then there was an article in the paper about it, and then it became like this frenzy, and you couldn't get it. This, I think the general public may not, like if you stop people on the street, you're like, oh, do you know they're changing the design of the Silver Eagle? They'll be like, wait, what? You know what I mean? I don't think it's not really out there as much. And when the day it happens, it'll be a story, but then no one will be able to get it then.
Right. And when a coin frenzy starts going, like in 2019, right, they made a special Silver Eagle, the rarest Silver Eagle ever made by the U.S. government, right? A special coin. They released it for $75.
Okay. What's it worth now? I'm afraid to ask.
Within 2 weeks, that coin was selling for $2,500. Oh,
my goodness.
Okay, that's a frenzy.
Yeah.
Now, I don't anticipate that type of a multiple on this coin. Matter of fact, I almost guarantee not that kind of a multiple. I mean, that's like almost a 25 times increase. That'd be like $2,500 for this coin. This coin's not going to be $2,500. But I can see this coin, you know, as demand goes. Understand, the United States Mint has proven that just the fact that this coin exists, that the West Point Mint can't keep up with demand, so they need the San Francisco Mint to help. They did one production batch only. Now, the West Point Mint continues to make coins, even though they're horribly, hideously behind in production. The San Francisco Mint, this coin was one and done. It was one opportunity, what we call one tranche or one slice, one opportunity that we had. One tranche of coins. It went out to the APs. They're sold. They're done, and everything is into the secondary market. When I say that it's sold out, it's not like you can't buy it, but now it's all in the secondary market, or the tertiary market.
You can buy it from other collectors, but don't you guys watching right now want to be the collector that everybody's asking, do you have this, do you have this?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
More importantly to me is it gets you in line for the Type 2 coin.
Oh, I agree 100%.
So this coin is significant in its own right.
Yeah.
If this is the only coin that comes out, it might actually make it rarer because it's the only S Mint for the year. So, you know, it might even become twice as important. If they do the Type 2 in the San Francisco Mint state, that coin's going to be ridiculous. That coin's going to be ridiculous.
Mike, I'm just wondering, in the auto ship, when you do get that coin, is it going to be $109.95?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
So no matter what happens, it's going to be that price.
Right. Yeah. You're locking in quantity and price.
That's amazing. That's the amazing part. Is that you're all getting the new design. No matter, you know, if there's a huge news story 2 months before and there's a line around the planet to get it, you'll still get it for $109.95, right?
And there will be a line, maybe not around the planet, but
well, who knows?
It'll be quite large.
Yes, it'll be quite large,
now, one suggestion I might make is hsn.com. Not only do we have thousands of coins on there, and many of them that never see the light of day, but I'm sure, I mean, I'm not even in studio. I don't have to be in the studio to know that the phones are jammed.
Yeah.
That the popularity, because I knew the popularity of this coin before the show started.
Do you know what my producer said in my ear, Mike? He said, he's not wrong. That was my private in my ear from my producer, because I don't see the phone lines on the set. Only my producer sees the actual.
Right. I have no idea what they are. I'm at my house.
Right. Oh yeah, and we don't have that on the set. So my producer's watching it, and he said in my ear, he's not wrong. The lines are like, people are calling in like crazy, which is funny.
And here's why. Look, our customers that, are collectors that watch us every single solitary show, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys have been, I've been blessed to be able to build your collections for almost 2 decades now.
Yeah.
And I thank every single one of you. And even somebody that's tuning in for the first time. I mean, the value of this, the collectability of this is to some degree self-evident. I mean, it really is. Because you look at this and go, okay, American Silver Eagle, I've heard of that, I've seen that, I want to collect that. I mean, it's an ounce of silver, I love that. It's been the same for 35 years. Okay, that's cool. This is the last one ever. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right? They're going to change it next year. There's going to be even more people doing it. So, you don't have to be a real, sophisticated collector, because all the sophisticated collectors are already on the phone. You don't have to be one to understand what the value is here. This is a pretty simple calculus right here. This is a pretty simple equation. This is basic addition.
Yeah.
Okay? It's really rare. It's really popular. It's 100% exclusive. We got an exclusive core. We've got all that stuff. We're going to give you the opportunity to buy the second coin that's going to be even rarer and even more exclusive. Let's get on the phone and do that.
Do you know, Mike, this reminds me, I actually lived in New York City in the 80s, and the discos were crazy popular. And the drinking age was 18, by the way, way back then. And and I remember the popular club, there was like a velvet rope and there was someone at the door going, okay, you get in, you get in. I feel like that's what's going on right now. It's like, okay, Mike is the doorman with the clipboard and he's taking the rope out and he goes, you get in, you get in. That's what I feel like.
That's right. And you don't even have to tip us.
Yeah, right.
We're going to let you in.
You don't even have to be a cute 19-year-old like I was way back then.
Right, there you go.
You just, listen, you just have to know about coins, and Mike's teaching us right now. The big deal is that the design is changing, and you're getting it from the San Francisco Mint, which is the emergency, like, we can't do enough over here at West Point. Will you jump in and help us? That's so rare to happen in history. But when you buy this for $109.95, the velvet rope will be opened up for you alone. Your name's on the clipboard. Mike is letting you into the club, and you're able to get the new design.
Yeah, exactly. I guess that's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
Although I grew up in Lubbock, Texas, we didn't have clipboards and velvet rope.
Maybe my analogy is a little bit out there, but you know what I mean.
I think it might be a little elitist, Helen.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I worked at weekends as a waitress. I had no money, but I did get into the clubs.
I've seen it on TV. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah. Mike, we're going to do another minute because we do have a lot of people online, and sadly, we do have a bit of a hold. I apologize for the people calling in. We promise we're going to take your calls as quickly as we can, so don't hang up. Be patient. But we're going to do one more minute on this, Mike.
Yeah, I think that's wise. We have some other coins. We'll just have to. They're going to want everything, right?
Yes.
So.
I think it was my analogy that put everybody over the top.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the crazy part with that. But so once again, let me give you the 30-second lowdown here. This is the last of the Type 1. The Heraldic Eagle. It says there on the label. Heraldic Eagle T1 means Type 1.
Mm-hmm.
In our exclusive, my company is the exclusive distributor, the Liberty Holder that you see right there. It's certified perfect. This is the very last Silver Eagle. When they make the Type 2, if they make it in a San Francisco Emergency Mint, which they said that they would, you're locked in and guaranteed to get yours.
One's on its way to you.
Yep.
Same price. No matter how many people get in the line, you get it at $109.95.
Right. That might be foolish on my part, but that's the way we do it. That's why I've been here for 20 years.
Right, exactly.
Okay? We do what we say, and we say what we do. You know what I'm saying? We tell you what it is. There's no hidden things or this is or that. This is what you get. It's a certified coin. It's certified perfect. It's an S emergency issue. It's $109.95. If you don't like it, you have 30 days to send it back. Whatever you want to do. I never want you to have a coin that you're not proud to put into your collection, but this coin you'll be proud to pass down from generation to generation. And
what an amazing story to tell. Brand new. The item number is 753844. And of course, you can use FlexPay, which is any major credit card, put down a third of the price. price. We send you the first coin right away, and then you have 2 other payments which go on whatever credit card you purchase. No other coin, place where you can buy coins does that as well. And the 30-day money-back guarantee, nobody else does that. It's a trusted place to get coins. Mike always says it's like buying coins like a coin dealer, because you're kind of getting the inside track on everything, which is exactly what you're getting in a set. So buying sets is something that really is, you have to have. Really what's happening is Mike is your concierge for this, collecting for you. The 2021 MS-70 Annex Silver Eagle dollar coin set of 20.
Yeah, just wait just a couple minutes on this.
Yeah.
This is basically
on sale too.
I want a coin to pass down from generation to generation, right? That's cool. But it's like, okay, I think this is a significant numismatic event, which I believe is 100% true. So I want to put back multiples of this coin. Okay, I want to put back multiples of this coin. And so that's what this is about. So you get 20 of the coins. And what I was able to do is give you 20 of these coins at my best possible price.
Right, like you're saying, buying coins like a coin dealer. Mike, I've got to jump in because I don't even know if you know this. It's on VIP financing. So if you own an HSN card, no annual fee, you can get one very quickly. You get a year to pay this off. It breaks down to about $158 and change a month. $158 a month. A year to pay it off. And we mail you the set with the first payment.
Yeah, and basically here's what it is. It's 2021, like I said, the last year of issue, Annex. Mint State 70 perfect. It's the West Point minted coin, and you get it for basically $95 a coin. You can see we made a fairly significant discount to buy 20 of them. We put them in a nice 20 coin box that you see right there. We've sold a fair number of these. Like I said, that's just why I wanted to do a couple of minutes on this, give everybody the opportunity. It's like, okay, not only do I want to collect this, but let's put a few of these away as well. Let's put a few of these away. So you get 20 coins at a time at our lowest per coin price. I have no other 2021 Mint State 70, Type 1 Mint State American Silver Eagles that are this price, that are $95 a coin is ultimately what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm showing the box that is included for you to keep your coins. And, it is a sale price today, by the way, because online this was $2,299.95 for this show. We're doing a, you're saving, what is that, $400, yeah. Again, Mike in the math is so much faster than me. $400. So it's like you're getting 4 coins. Or about 4 coins, like Mike's just handing them to you.
Well, for 20 coins, you save $20 a coin.
Yeah.
So that's ultimately what it is. You're saving $20 a coin. It's the only way. It's the only way to get an Annex Mint State 70 from us for less than $100 is if you buy the 20 count.
I actually don't think I've seen you do this. Do 20 of the same coin. I don't think I've seen you do this.
No, it's the first time I've ever done it. Because, prior to this, if you want to buy 20 coins, there's not that many people, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people that might want to do this. They just order 20 coins. But this coin has been so significantly popular that there are lots of people. I've sold well over 100 of these. Okay, these 20 counts. I've sold over 100 of the 20 counts already. That's unheard of. So we're selling coins literally by the hundreds and thousands, 20 at a time, because it's the only way to, in essence, get a discount on these coins, to buy them, put them away, and own them at the lowest price I'm able to sell them to you for.
Yeah, so again, first time I've ever seen, first time ever done, brand new. The item number is 748702. If you're just joining us, this was at the very top of the show. I just wanted to give you an opportunity if you missed the very beginning of the show. This is the 2021 MS-70 perfect condition, Annex the Grading Company, San Francisco Mint and West Point Mint. These are first day of issue, limited edition. 2021 is the edition of the Silver Eagles. So you're getting 2 coins in a beautiful velvet like jewelry, kind of a beautiful, with both coins from both mints, the West Point and the San Francisco, the emergency mint. Am I saying that right, Mike?
Yes, that's correct. So the United States government, this is the last coin in the series. And West Point Mint always makes the Mint State American Silver Eagles. They're so far behind that they needed a little bit of help from the San Francisco Mint. They did a one-time little issue of coins. That's one of the coins that's included. You have the West Point Minted coin, the last in the series. You have the San Francisco Emergency Mint 2021 last coin in the series as the pair, the only two Silver Eagles that the United States government has made so far in 2021. You get both of those, match-numbered set, first day of issue, certified absolutely positively perfect, exclusive to us here at HSN. I think the key consideration on this particular set is how many we have left.
Yeah. Not many, my producer's telling me. It's not many. That's the update. 750199.
About 800 or so of these to go around. I suspect
400.
We're in the
400 left.
range now.
Yeah, 400 left. My producer's telling me. Not a lot. So giving you an update on that. So we're going to continue on. This is really cool. So next coming up, the last year design of the 1921 Morgan Silver Dollar and the 2021 Silver Eagle. So you're getting both of them. How cool is that? For $199.95. And I love the American flag back on there cover as well. So it's a 2-coin set.
This, were it not for the crazy change in the American Silver Eagle,
yeah,
the Morgan Silver Dollar, particularly the 1921 Morgan Silver Dollar, would be the hottest coin of the year. And it would be hands down. Because the United States Mint has just announced that they are doing a very special 100th anniversary series entire set of Morgan Silver Dollars. The design is going to be exactly like the original coin, except it's going to be dated 2021. It's going to be dated 2021. And so what you have, and they're going to do Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, they're going to do privy marks for Carson City and New Orleans. Were it, like I said, not for the transition of the American Silver Eagle, it would be the coin of the year, wouldn't even be close. What has happened, as everybody is going to scramble for the 100th anniversary Morgan Silver Dollars, what everybody is going to want is the original Morgan Silver Dollar, the last of the Morgan Silver Dollar from 1921.
I can't believe you have that. I can't believe you have that.
We have been putting these away for a year and a half.
Yeah.
We've been putting these away already.
Amazing.
The prices in the marketplace have skyrocketed on brilliant uncirculated Morgan Silver Dollars, because this coin's 100 years old now.
Well, it looks like it was from yesterday.
Exactly.
I mean,
so
it's
in
beautiful condition.
The last of the American Silver Eagle, the last of the Morgan Silver Dollars, by far the two most popular silver coins ever made by the United States government. Their ending times happen to be exactly 100 years apart. I mean, it's just kind of silver karma, if you will.
This is beautiful.
And so what I've got here is I've got the original Morgan Silver Dollar plus the 2021 Silver Eagle, and I've got the pair for $199.95. Both of them brilliant, uncirculated condition. Like you said, you look at the 1921, you flip that 1921 over, if you didn't see the date, you would assume the coins were made 6 months apart, not 100 years apart.
Yeah, I was going to say, as I'm looking at them, I know there's a 100-year difference between the two of them. It's like they're both beautiful and shiny and everything that you want in your coins. That's pretty amazing. To me, the most impressive thing is you were able to secure the Morgan from 1921. That's, I mean, that's your connections, your decades of the business and knowing where to go. Who would even know where to begin to find that? There you have it right there, the two together, amazing.
Well, we go to most of the major coin shows, and so for the last 18 months, I've been buying 20 here, 40 there, 60 there, 80 here. So I literally put together 1921 Morgans. I have a couple thousand coins. I have a couple thousand coins. And understand, you are way, way, way ahead of the curve on this one right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because they have not even, only the coin nerds know that they passed the legislation in like the last week of December to do the 2021 coins in the Morgan silver dollar. We didn't even know if they're going to pass the legislation. They got that through Congress. That's absolutely guaranteed. And like I said, so it's only us coin nerds that even know that this coin's going to be a big deal. Well, now you do too. And as once again, everybody starts figuring this out, the collectors, then the casual collectors, then the public at large, it is going to be, and everybody's going to have, there's going to be a race for the original coin, that last year of issue, the 1921 Morgan. But remember, they haven't made those in 100 years.
Right.
So you have to deal with the existing supply.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's really impressive. I love the forethought. And even though, you're going to all the coin shows, you mentioned 40 at a time. So even you going to a coin show looking for them, you with the buying power of your whole company could get 40 at a coin show. And then another 6 months later, another, it's amazing that we have enough to even do a presentation. And I know that you've said you had like at least 1,000 of them over the year, but I think when the general public says, oh, wouldn't that be cool to have the 100-year-old one and then the century later, the new change that's coming out, would that be cool to get? How would you even, you go to the coin show at that point, how much of those Morgans going to be?
Right, and here's the thing, and this is one of those coins, the 1921 Morgan, when the time comes and it becomes this huge thing. Yeah. You have to really, really, really be truly aware of counterfeits in the marketplace, of overgraded coins in the marketplace, of altered coins in the marketplace. It's going to be huge. I spend at least a couple of minutes every day going through my social media and other places on the internet and finding fraudulent ads for coins and reporting them to the appropriate authorities. I literally set time aside every day for that. And there's some days I'm reporting 5, 10, 15, 20 ads, okay, that are absolutely positive. I can tell by the price, I can tell the way they're written, that it's absolutely positively fraudulent. And so people, and people that are unaware just don't know that. And so that is going to be, the market is going to be rife with these counterfeits. Trying to take advantage of people that don't know what they're doing. And that's why you buy these coins from a trusted source. That's why you buy it. We've been selling coins here for over 30 years at HSN. Yeah. You have to understand that. You buy from a place you can trust. These coins are exactly what they say. We sell certified coins. We stand behind these. I stand behind these. My company stands behind these. HSN stands behind these. Rather than buying something on the internet where the company was made 3 weeks ago and it disappears, 3 days from now. Right. You don't know that. Yeah, coming up with a 100-year-old coin that has a continuity of reputation. Right. And especially brilliant uncirculated for a 100-year-old coin is not like, imagine that. A coin never circulated that's 100 years old, brilliant, it's still shiny and beautiful. That's the other thing. Maybe like a coin that came out this year, okay, I could see, but you're getting the 100-year-old coins in the same condition as the brand new one. And that's the thing. So the brand new one is also the last year of issue. And so that's why it's in there. It's not, in essence, a throwaway. It's really kind of setting this thing apart. Yeah. Really what you have here is the very last silver eagle of this design and the very last Morgan silver dollar. Right. It's telling the story. To be 100 years apart. Yeah. Telling the story, you need the beginning and the end of the story, and that's what you're doing here. Yeah. So 3 flex pays, $66.65 for you to get home both of these. This is brand new. No, this is safe for the show. No one else has seen it. The item number is 720112, and as we said, we've been very busy throughout. You can order on hsn.com. Take out any major credit card, and you can do the flex pay, and the coins are sent to you with your very first payment. We have lots more stuff in the show, but still available. Our auto ship program from earlier, I want to give you another peek at it. So this was the 2021 MS70 NGC San Francisco Mint Emergency Silver Eagle auto ship component. So Mike, maybe do a second on this. This was crazy popular in our show. Well, like I said, we have the very last coin in the entire Silver Eagle series. The United States Mint, the West Point Mint, always makes the Mint State coins. They couldn't keep up. San Francisco did a very small addition to help out. A one-time little addition, maybe 3, 4, 5% of the entire mintage is all that it's going to be, and that's what this coin is. Certified in my exclusive core holder. I'm the only one that can do the Liberty, the Silver Liberty holder from NGC. My company is the only one that can do it. Certified absolutely perfect. You're guaranteed to get the coin. More importantly, when you get this coin, if they make the Type 2 in a San Francisco emergency mint, which they said they're going to, you'll get that coin, and you're absolutely, positively guaranteed for quantity and price.
Absolutely guaranteed. And, you know, you are going to be one of the people that doesn't have to panic, doesn't have to wonder if you'll get it. It'll be on its way to your door. The item number is 753844. 753844. Crazy popular in our show. All right, so we're going to continue on with a beautiful set. All right, so let's take a look at the 2021 MS70 Annex First Day of Issue, limited edition of just 167 coins. That's it, of the $5 Gold Eagle and Silver Eagle. You're getting both of them. Also comes with a red oak presentation box. Let me kind of pop that open. So a beautiful place for you to store your coins, display your coins. I love the little magnets on the top. So when you close, it's nice and secure, this red oak presentation box. So we do sell these by themselves on hsn.com, but you are getting one included. $599.95, and we are doing VIP financing on this. So that, am I right about that, Jared? So if you've got an HSN card, yeah, okay, we are doing that. So you get an entire year to pay this off. If you so choose to take a year to pay it off, there's no interest and there's no fee. And if you don't have an HSN card, you can get one. There's no annual fee for it. Just ask you when you're calling the number on your screen, you can get one. It'll be under $50 a month if you want to pick that up. To get an HSN card, you just go to hsn.com, put an HSN card in the search, 800 number 695-1418. But I think if you're you know, buying coins here consistently when we do these year financing, it's great to have that, Mike. But this is another beautiful set. Such a great show today.
This is a really important set as well, because we had the last year of issue of the American Silver Eagle that you see right there. We talked about the design change on the American Silver Eagle. That's a big deal. You're getting that in Mint State 70, perfect. But what a lot of people don't realize is they are also changing the design of the Gold Eagle as well. It's the entire Eagle program. We've already sold over 100 of these. So the entire Eagle program, both silver and gold, is changing. So the gold is changing as well in July. And what's happened is because of the, and I had speculated on this the first time we made this available, that, you know, they're so far behind on the silvers that they're probably not making as many golds as they wanted. And well, that has come 100% to bear. So once again, the United States government does not sell the Mint State Gold directly to the public. They sell to authorized purchasers. The authorized purchasers got their first batch or tranche of gold coins. The requested quantities were reduced by 90% by the United States Mint.
Oh, my.
By 90%.
That's a lot.
For every 100 coins that were ordered, they got 10. There is a monster. You think the Silver Eagle shortage is big. The Gold Eagle shortage is catastrophic right now. And we don't know, and that was out of the first batch, the first tranche, the first release. They didn't even do a second release. They didn't do a third release. We're hoping there'll be, you know, and each release is like a weekly thing. We're hoping they do a fourth or a fifth. We don't know. All I know is that premiums for 2021 gold coins are through the roof. They've tripled the premiums. In other words, the price you pay to own one of these coins beyond, in essence, the bullion price. That has at least tripled out there in the marketplace. Finding available coins, finding what we call live coins. In other words, not coins that you're hoping that you're going to get, but coins that you actually own, is exceedingly, ridiculously difficult at this point. We are down to 6 of these pairs. Now, here's the thing. Even though the price has gone up in the marketplace, secondary marketplace, relatively dramatically for gold coins, Keeping in mind they're going to change that design as well. And by the way, the new design on the gold is fierce. It's spectacular. And so when they change that, this could end up being the rarest $5 gold eagle that the United States government ever did, the very last one. As it is right now, they're releasing basically 0 coins, and I've got 6 pairs left. And as this has become increasingly difficult into the marketplace, I debuted this about 2 weeks ago, and you know what my price was?
No.
$5.99.
Okay.
Same as this.
Same thing.
The market is going crazy. My price, once I price this, until we sell out the edition, that's the price.
Yeah.
You know, even no matter what it does, you know, gold's gone up, silver's gone up, all that stuff has gone up since I debuted this coin, in essence, this coin pair. We've not gone up a penny. We've not gone up a penny on this, and I have got the coins in stock, ready to go. In stock, ready to go. Like I said, only about 6 pairs remaining. I wish I could have done 1,000 pairs. We did 170.
And that's it. So you do get the red presentation box. The item number is 750002. I know there's only like a minute left in the show. There was one more thing that I wanted to make sure that I got to mention, and we're going to pop that up as the end of the show. Let me just kind of come over here. The end of the hour, yes. Thank you, Mike. Yes, I have a whole other hour. 1 minute on this is the 2021 MS70 ICG first day of issue, limited edition, 4,488 in the edition of the Silver Eagle dollar coin, and there is an auto ship component. It does come with a grading certificate available